Let's get down to business, man. It's 11 o'clock. I'm excited to be on with you guys this morning. As usual, a couple ground rules, man. If you're not speaking, put your devices on mute so that we cut down on all the background noise so that we can maximize our opportunity to communicate.
Like the rest of the world, the Pittsburgh Steelers have had to adapt to life during a pandemic. Following strict rules provided by the NFL, the team has taken measures to virtually prepare players for an upcoming season.
This is an unusual and challenging environment in terms of this pandemic we face. Let's spend time talking about ways that we can circumvent it. Let's talk about ways in which the circumstances change our environment, our planning, and preparation. You know, we come together this time of year, we're laying a foundation for the things that we think are going to be important to us. Physical conditioning, man, precedes all other discussions. If you're not in great shape, we can't get the things accomplished that we want to get accomplished. So we've been talking about training, how it applies to you in training, because we're training remotely. Man, you got to acknowledge that the environment is going to be different and the process is going to be different. And you got to acknowledge it. You got to be light on your feet. You got to be big time prepared, physically and mentally.
Without normal OTAs or group workouts, players are training in different ways to prepare their bodies for an NFL season. For players like offensive lineman Zach Banner, it's all about maintaining a routine.
6 a.m., start my first workout. Me and Matt Filer and some other teammates will go to Shenley Park, get our first run in, work on some offensive line stuff, get it done in the morning. So we're working on offensive line position work and skill work, individual work, and things like that, working on my kick set, reach block, what we're doing, our punch, timing the punch, everything like that. Shout out to my little brother, Xavier, who's been quarantined here with me as well. He's a 21-year-old holding bag for grown men.
And that's just the beginning of a normal day of training for Banner. The afternoon features some work from home.
It's definitely different. It makes you very, very grateful for the facility when we get back to it. You just don't know what you have to work around when you go through times like this. And we have meetings, virtual meetings. We're going through OTAs through the meetings. I'm a pen and paper person, so a lot of the notes, it's a lot of the basics because we're not going against a team yet. You know what I mean? So we're learning the playbook. So I'm okay. The thing that's scary for the rest of the NFL are years 1, 2, especially if they're new to a team, regardless, 1 or 2. If you're new to a team, you're new to a team. But like, there's a difference between Eric EBRON coming here and learning the playbook versus a rookie.
Soon after quarantine measures were taken, the Steelers signed tight end Eric EBRON to a 2-year deal. Joining a new team isn't an easy transition, especially when you're moving your family to a different part of the country.
Due to, the pandemic that's going on, we've all been homebodies. And for me, it's been an adventure. I mean, we were trying to figure out so much stuff to do, me and my wife finally settling in Houston. We were moving into our house, trying to figure out where we're going to work out. For me, it was trying to figure out what's the best way to, continuously be or do things that is going to make me better. And for me, it was, having to spend more money on myself this year than normal. So it was kind of like, what can I buy, like jugs machine-wise? What can I buy fitness-wise? Or what can I do to keep my body in the best possible way? I started boxing in my backyard, having my guy Mark Owens come over here. And, we started virtual meetings, so that started to play a part into everyone's training. We have like so many different characters on our team, and everybody meshes together so well. It's so fun to like introduce every Monday with a team meet and a fresh week.
Man, the circumstances and the environment and the process is going to be ever changing, and that's just going to be part of this. And then we'll continually adjust. But guys that's been around me know that I always say, Adjustments are a big part of success in our business.
Cornerback Steven Nelson knows about making adjustments. After a productive first year as a member of the Black and Gold, Nelson is looking to improve his game, and he's trying a variety of workouts to make it happen.
You know, all the gyms were closed. My gym I go to, they shut down immediately. I mean, I had to be very creative with the workouts, A lot of this stuff actually looked pretty silly. Like me and the guys make a few jokes with our trainer, like, man, like, what are we doing? It was a grind. But you know what? I appreciate it because I can look back at it and be like, man, I really had to have a lot of, sacrifice and willpower to still try to put myself in the best position, best shape. And then once they opened the gyms back up, it just started back over normal routine. We got through it, and, I'm just glad to be back at the gym.
Workouts and virtual meetings are only a part of the process. Learning about nutrition and eating the right foods also plays a big part in each player's training and preparation.
Before the workout, I had breakfast, so that's when I had the sausage with cashews and pineapple and fruit and stuff like that. And it's kind of like a pre-workout. And then post-workout and lunch and dinner look the same, either steak or chicken with broccoli or some kind of green vegetable and possibly a third a cup of rice. When you are able to go on this grind and you just do have one of those AKA cheat days or days that you splurge, I'm telling you, sugar is real. It's one of those things, and so are carbohydrates and things like that. I'm not going to go into the science, Bill Nye the Science Guy on you. I'm just saying you have to change it into a lifestyle if you want to have positive feedback.
While Banner is mastering his cooking skills, other players are relying on professional chefs to hand prep their meals.
My name's Kyle, chef for Steve during the offseason out here in Arizona. This is what we cook for this guy during the offseason, make sure he stays in shape, he's on top of his game. And also for his post-workouts, I do my carrot ginger juice, carrots, lemon, ginger, red apples, and oranges as well. And you have the green juice, help replenish the body, cucumber, celery, ginger as well, green apples, and lemon as well.
And he's been very informative. He's been very flexible with his time, like anything I need. Like if I tell him whatever diet I want to be on that week, like sometimes I'll go fully vegan and he'll, whip it up. He'll go out and buy the groceries and, he's been great. I don't know the science behind all the meals, but he breaks it down to me and then it makes more sense. But, he's good with that kind of stuff.
Like anyone else, football players also need time to unwind, relax, and enjoy some non-football activities.
If I could professionally golf, I would. Like, I love it. It's so challenging. It's so much fun to go out there and test yourself every day. That's what attracts me to the game so much, is that it tests me in ways that I'm gonna be testing in football. Pressure, calmness, routine. It helps. I think it's going to benefit me a lot this season when things, I can relate to those things as I do golf.
So FIFA comes out at the end of September every year. Last year, true story, I was top 500 ranked in FIFA Ultimate Team. In FIFA 19, which was the last game. This year's game in FIFA 20, I absolutely love, but they switched the gameplay. I'm not making excuses, okay? I'm telling you what happened. They switched the gameplay and they made it a lot harder and more advanced. Everybody knows it's a lot more skill-based. One-on-one with defenders. It's a very advanced game. They dropped that in September of last year in the middle of the season, and I'm over here trying to focus on my job. I am no longer in the top 500 in FIFA 20 this year. That hurts. But I'll beat anybody watching this. That's just guaranteed. What else do I have to do? What else do I have to do to be able to prove? Whoever wants it, let me know.
On the way to Lake Pleasant, and check out this. Got some donkeys on the side of the road. Oh, that is nuts. I've always, loved or had the passion to fish. I can remember like 5, 6 years old, my father's side, my father, my grandfather, my uncles, all my older cousins and stuff. They used to take me on their fishing trips with them when I was little, going saltwater fishing. I remember going, lake fishing, river fishing, like all types of fishing. Like I was always tagging along. There we go. And then it just kind of always stuck with me. And so the older I got, we'll fish all day. It's become, now that I'm older, it's become like very therapeutic. I like the water. I'm a water guy. I like to be in the water. I like to fish or whatever. I talked about meditating last year a little bit. Something being around the water is just very like soothing. Like even now, like with everything going on, like I just try to find my way out to the water because I feel like it calms me down and allows me to put things in perspective.
Guys, it's my hope, man, that we pursue greatness. And don't get me wrong here. You don't always get an opportunity to even pursue greatness, man. When we're talking about greatness, people drop greatness, that word, around too much. It's a less frequent word because the circumstances in which you get an opportunity to pursue or attain it, man, are few and far between. And these present circumstances are such because they are unusual circumstances. I envision this group, man, professionally dominating this situation.
As each day passes, the start of the 2020 season draws closer and the city of Pittsburgh is starting to look back to normal. The past few months haven't been easy for anyone, and the promise of NFL football brings hope and excitement to those of Steelers Nation.
The environment here in Pittsburgh is just, it's awesome. It's very welcoming.
I just want to send my appreciation to the fan base of Pittsburgh, and they've been great, supportive, to all the Pittsburgh players, man.
And what makes it easy is, man, we have some great coaches and great players. They're not looking at me as like an enemy coming in and trying to take reps from them or snaps from them or anything. They walk me through the playbook. They help me.
The reason why this sport is so beautiful is because it's an ultimate team sport. We love it, man. Like, you just have to hold each other accountable.
As Coach Tomlin says, physical conditioning precedes all other discussions. And whether it be a rookie, a young player, or a seasoned veteran, the Steelers are finding ways to be as ready as possible.